Hey, Nene, welcome to my vlog. And this is building my lift garage. Well, I've spent the last 3 days, actually 4 days, this is number 5, putting my slats across, and I'm getting ready to put my purlings across so then I can put the metal down. But as you can see, I've put the 2x4s across, and then I got to the section where I don't have sections here. I used rough wood, and then I used carriage bolts, and of course I drilled through the freaking metal and put the carriage bolts in. So now I have the support on both sides here, and then of course I used a mixture of rough and 2x4s to get my slats through. This section down here wound up being a lot lower, so I had to make it up by using a 2x4 under it, and then now I can put my furling underneath on top of it, and then I'll be able to go all the way the rest of the way. I'm gonna have to put 2x4s across here to make up that extra distance, and then I'll be able to put furling on top of that. So that's where I am with this, finally getting the roof done, because I need the roof at least 12 feet high to put in a 4-post lift, if I'm going to lift up things like the Explorer in here and be able to get underneath it and do what I need to do. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay, well, this is what I did yesterday. I thought we'd get the back here framed up, leveled up, in a combination of 2x4s and furlings. And I was able to get all my straps across like I needed to. So what I'm going to do today, it's really, really windy. I'm going to cut these off, cut all these stanchions off, and make it nice and level now. Alright, here we are. I'm using my good old Kobalt battery operated sawzall. I've got that side all done. I don't really want to cut that. Same as over here, it's just a little bit. I'll be able to do something a little better with that. And got these, and these are my last 2. And then hopefully the freaking wind will die down, so I can put the metal up here. So I have about 15 mile an hour winds up here. I don't want to be playing with big sheets of 10-foot sheets of metal. Give me a magic carpet ride. I tried doing that on the roof up there when it was windy, and it was not pleasant. Hey, Dana here. I'm on my vlog. Well, after picking up my car lift yesterday and getting it in here, of course, it's now 38 degrees today and blowing and windy. So I'm still working on my roof. But, you know, just because I bought it for the car, I now have an ergonomically correct workbench that I can lift to where I want it. And this is the continuation of building my lift garage, now that I have a lift. So, kind of playing jigsaw puzzle right now, because I got thinking about it. I was at this guy's garage yesterday when I picked up the lift, and he had Lexan plastic face part of his garage up at the roof, and of course that, you know, let the light in. And I got thinking about, like, hey, wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm starting to fill this in. I'm not going to have any light other than putting windows in. I said, well, shoot. I did the same thing down below. If you might be able to see the skim on the top of my roof there, I've got Lexan sheets, clear sheets, across the top of the roof. And that gives me my light. I don't need any freaking light down there, or lights down there, unless it's nighttime. So I got to think about it, like, wait a minute. I've got Lexan plastic on the front of my porch there to block the wind and the rain from coming on the porch. And I said, well, why not put it in the roof? So that's what I'm currently doing right now. I'm leaving a hole right here so I can put an 8-foot piece of clear right in here. And then what I'm going to do is on the back side of it, I'm going to put 2 4-foot pieces. I'll put one right here, and then I'll put one right over there. So then I'll have light coming straight in through the back. Seems though that's where the sun rolls right over the top anyway. And then I'll have light coming through the roof as well. I may put a couple of windows in eventually, because of course you're going to want airflow. You're going to want some airflow running through here as well. So that's where I'm at right now. I got my last piece right here. I'm going to go down and get my last long sheet and stick it right here. Lexan's going to go from here to here, and then I've got a short piece just like that one there that'll go right here. All right, well, I've just got my piece of translucent plastic, and we're going to get it in here. As you can see, the freaking roof is wet. It's raining. It's freaking like 35 degrees out right now, so it's not enough to snow, but it's still freaking cold. Well, I've got them all done, and then all of a sudden I discovered that, well, I had the plastic sitting over the top on that side over there, which was fine, but I decided, well, I don't want to expose any more of this plastic edging than I have to. So then what did I do? I went ahead and put it underneath it like that, but unfortunately I went underneath this piece as well. And I put in my last screw and I discovered, like, oh man, because now when the water comes down, it's going to roll right underneath that. So for the second time around, because I'd already had that screwed down when I decided, well, I don't like it the way with the plastic sitting on the outside of the edges here. So then I had to undo all the screws, and then I set it over the top, and then, like I said, I wound up putting this under here. Well, that does me no good, because again, when it rains, it's gonna roll right underneath it. So here I am now. I just pulled all the screws out of this end down here, and I decided, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it like that. But with this one here, because of the way these sit, it's supposed to be short, long. And as you can see, that's a long one, long outside gap, and this one sits over the top. So just like this, because it's shorter, and that gives you your seal. And I said, well, I can live with the other way. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is screw those back down.